Good evening, folks, and welcome to the 16th episode of the Rahul Nair Finance Show. You're listening to the daily Dealroom, from startups to stock markets, where we decode the business buzz of the day, crisp, clear, and to the point. Today is August 6th, 2025, and we have a packed episode featuring all you need to know from the world of startups, stock markets, and more.
Before we begin, here's a quick disclaimer. This podcast is for educational purposes only. It is not a buy or sell recommendation. Always consult a financial advisor before making investment decisions.
Let's kick things off with our market wrap. The Sensex and Nifty both closed lower after the Reserve Bank of India kept interest rates unchanged at 5.5% and maintained a neutral policy stance today, August 6, 2025. This cautious tone, without hints of future rate cuts, dampened market sentiment, especially among rate-sensitive stocks. Here are the key moves. Nifty 50 fell 0.31% to 24,574. Sensex slipped 0.21% to 80,543. Bank Nifty, however, managed a gain of 0.09% to end at 55,411. Nifty Midcap lost 0.80% at 57,749. Nifty Smallcap dropped 1.13% to 17,662. Sectoral action saw Nifty PSU Bank as the winner, up 0.59%, while Pharma and IT were among the laggards, down 2.03% and 1.74%, respectively. Analysts say the RBI's decision was widely expected, but the lack of stimulus and global economic jitters kept buyers away.
In company news, Policy Bazaar's subsidiary, PB Fintech, faces a hefty penalty of Rs 5 crore from the IRDAI. This follows a regulatory inspection dating back to June 2020, highlighting the tight hold regulators now have on fintech compliance. And it's a big shakeup at IndusInd Bank. Rajiv Anand has been named as the new MD and CEO for a 3-year term beginning August 25, 2025, replacing Sumant Kathpalia in the wake of accounting scandals. To give listeners more on that, the scandals include derivatives misreporting, leading to a 2,000 crore net worth loss and a one-day 27% stock crash, as well as a microfinance income error of 674 crore that had to be reversed. The RBI's dissatisfaction with the outgoing leadership meant only a rare 1-year extension for the former CEO. Rajiv Anand, with over 35 years' experience, including top roles at Axis Bank, comes in as a credible reformer. Market response? IndusInd shares jumped over 4% on August 7th. Reflecting recovered trust and a hope for stability and control.
Switching to telecom, Bharti Airtel reported a strong year-on-year profit growth of 43%, powered by user expansion and lagged tariff hikes. But sequentially, profits plunged 46% to 5,648 crore, down from 11,022 crore in the previous quarter, despite a 3.3% increase in revenue to 49,462 crore. Airtel's ARPU stands out at 250 rupees. That's up 18.5% from last year. And 77% of its mobile base are now smartphone users. The Airtel-Jio rivalry is heating up. Jio is pursuing leadership in scale, adding 9.9 million users and clocking 7,110 crore in profit, with over 212 million 5G subscribers nationwide. Airtel is winning on ARPU and quality, Jio on mass market reach and pace. In gold and currency, gold is trading at 100,936 rupees per 10 grams, and the rupee stands at 87.73 against the dollar. RBI's repo rate remains unchanged at 5.5%. Tesla expands in India, opening its second showroom in Delhi's Era City and leasing a large retail and service space in Gurgaon for 40 lakh per month. Clear movements toward local presence.
A quick but crucial warning for investors. There have been sophisticated AI-powered scams using fake content that seemingly features renowned valuation expert Aswath Damodaran. These AI forgeries borrow his style and materials but contradict his philosophy. For example, making direct investment recommendations and promising high returns, which Damodaran himself never does. The lesson here is simple. Always look deeper than appearances. Stay wary of guaranteed return schemes, check philosophical alignment, and make critical thinking your first line of defense against such scams.
On the IPO front, Tata Capital has filed its DRHP with SEBI, marking the Tata Group's public markets comeback after listing Tata Technologies in 2023. The NBFC space is seeing heightened activity, with HDB Financial's 12,500 crore IPO in June debuting at a 13% premium. These moves point to growing appetite for large non-bank lenders as credit growth stabilizes. And the jewelry market is buzzing. Bluestone Jewelry and Lifestyle will launch its IPO next week at a targeted valuation of around $888 million, or 7,800 crore. Bluestone leverages a digital-first approach to take on old guards like Tanishq and Kalyan Jewelers, blending tech, design, and changing consumer tastes for disruption in this space.
Let's wrap up with the private market pulse and industry insights. Startup layoff news: ClearTax has let go about 20 to 25% of its workforce, including many recent hires and freshers. Meanwhile, AWS's $12.7 billion investment plan is setting India up to be a global AI heavyweight, with strong focus on agentic AI and large-scale data infra. AWS is building talent, with over 5.9 million Indians already trained in cloud and AI skills. Big users like Apollo Tyres have achieved massive productivity gains, for example, reducing factory downtime by 96% and saving nearly 15 million rupees in a single division. The upshot? AI could contribute up to $1 trillion to India's economy by 2035, fueling the dream of a $10 trillion GDP. India is now the biggest data center hub in APAC outside China, with capacity set to double to 1,800 megawatts by 2026. The wave is real. Companies globally will soon run their AI ops from India.
Spotlight on the VC scene. Japanese venture capitalists are actively shifting investments from Southeast Asia to India, lured by a vibrant IPO market and robust exits. 268 Indian IPOs worth $19.5 billion in 2024 alone. Players like Incubate Fund Asia, Beyond Next Ventures, and Enrichen India Capital are dedicating large pools of capital here, often focusing on deep tech, biotech, defense, and climate tech, while seeking long-term partnerships and leveraging Japanese R&D for Indian innovation.
Quick roundup of recent funding in startups and private markets. The Sleep Company raised 480 crore, led by Christ Capital and 361 Asset. Zype, a digital lending platform, brought in recent 90 crore from Unleash Capital Partners and Exponia Capital. AI-powered Cautio drew $1.8 million from various investors including AU Small Finance Bank and Venture Catalysts. Bollywood actor Ranbir Kapoor invested in Prozo, a tech-enabled supply chain platform. Fraganote Fragrances raised $1 million in a pre-Series A, led by Rucom Capital. J Aerospace secured $11 million in a Series A funding round from Elevation Capital and General Catalyst. That wraps up today's episode of the Rahul Nair Finance Show, brought to you under our daily series, The Daily Dealroom, from startups to stock markets. If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, colleagues, or anyone who's into business and investing.
We'll catch you tomorrow with more updates. Until then, stay curious, stay invested.